Hey YouTube, this is TechG with a new video. It's going to be an unboxing and review of the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Neon Red Blue console. So it's been a while. I've wanted to get a Nintendo Switch basically ever since it first came out, but just everything that's been going on, I haven't had time and I never bought one. Now that they came out with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe combo set back around Black Friday, Christmas time, I ended up picking one up. My wife actually bought it for me. The Nintendo Switch, the nice thing about it is it's a home console and it's also a portable console. So in the portable mode, you can have it display at 720p, up to 720p. It's a 6.2 inch display. In the portable mode, the battery can last anywhere between approximately 2 hours to 6 hours depending on what games you're playing. In docked mode, it'll output up to 1080p content. Obviously it varies depending on the game, but obviously you don't have the battery concerns because it's continuously charging. There's various controller methods that you can use to play the game. You can use this as a touch screen like a tablet if you're watching YouTube videos or anything like that. There's also the Joy-Cons, which are included in it. It comes with a Joy-Con grip, so you can use them separately. You can use them for multiplayer games. You can use them on the Joy-Con grip to give you a little more comfort when you're playing games. There's lots of options, so if you're playing some multiplayer games and you want to share your Joy-Cons with your friends, you can play up to 2 people with the included controllers, and you can also buy the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers as well. Now, the battery that's in this thing is a 4,310 milliamp hour battery, which gives you that battery life that I was talking about previously. And it does have a limited 32 gig of an internal storage. It is a little bit on the small side, but the nice thing is they do include a micro SD slot in the console so that you can expand the memory, and I believe it's expandable up to 2 gig. So obviously most games varying between, say, a few hundred meg for some of the indie titles to 10 gig and up for some of the bigger titles. It's not so bad because it's not too big an investment to get a micro SD card in this day and age. The nice thing about the Nintendo consoles is it allows you to play all of the games that you've loved from all of the genres from Nintendo, such as the Mario series, Mario Kart, Super Smash Brothers, Zelda, Pokemon if you're interested in playing Pokemon. There's just so many games that Nintendo puts out that are just so amazing for all ages, and it's just so much fun. The nice thing about the Switch is it does allow you to play games published by other publishers. So there's a lot of publishers that are working with Nintendo now, and it's just even more of a reason to pick one of these consoles up because it is an awesome system for what you get for the price. So I guess we'll start with the unboxing by opening this thing up. So this is everything that you get in the box when you first open it up. You have your game download card for your Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You have your blue Joy-Con. You have your red Joy-Con. Kind of looks a little more pink than red, but it's neon red. The Switch itself. So this is the Switch console. This is what it's all about. So basically, you got your kickstand on the back here. You can put your SD card in the back. Your game cartridges go in the top. So it gives you, you can play your games. You can also download your games and store them on your micro SD card. You have your power button, your volume rocker, your Joy-Con rails on the side here. So your Joy-Con snap in, and obviously the 6.2 inch 720p display. So we'll put this off to the side for now. The Joy-Con, it's what you'd expect. It's just a Joy-Con. It's got some buttons, so you got your left bumper, your left trigger, your Joy-Con, and then your directional D-pad. And then for your right Joy-Con, you got your right bumper, your right trigger, your X, Y, A, B buttons, and your Joy-Con here, your little controller. You have your little plastic Joy-Con tether components, so that if you're playing a game and you're swinging your arms around, you don't have to worry about your controllers flying off through your TV. I guess that ties back to the days of when the Wii first came out, when people were putting them through their TVs, so it was a big concern back then. So I'm just kind of organizing everything. You got your HDMI cable so that you can connect it to your TV. You have your power adapter, which allows you to power it. You can plug it in directly to your USB-C port on the bottom, or you can also put it into your dock. So both the dock and the console have a USB-C port built in. So this is the Switch dock. So it's got two USB ports on the side, so you can plug in controllers and charge them. It's got a USB on the back, HDMI out, and your AC adapter connection. So it's got a little hinged back on it, a little cutout that allows you to bring the cables outside of it when you're hooking it up. And then you also got your Joy-Con grip here that allows you to connect your Joy-Con controllers to it. Aside from all the plastic, this is basically everything you get in the box. So this is the unique box art of the Mario Kart Deluxe 8 console. So you can see on the front here, it's got a picture of the console and the controller. It's got some Mario characters from Mario Kart racing around. It looks like Rainbow Road track. And then on the back, you have Mario and Bowser duking it out on a course. And then the sides just kind of wrap around. Nothing else really to show. But I guess now we can power on the console and show you what it's all about. So first things first, we're going to hold the power button to turn it on. You see the Nintendo logo, pops up on the splash screen. Nintendo Switch. So I do have this loaded up with some games already for this review, just to get into things. I'm going to talk about some of the things I saw when I was setting it up, some of the issues I had, some of the things I liked. So basically we can turn this on, turn the volume up. You can hear that famous Nintendo Switch click by putting the Joy-Cons on. So you get the little animation and the clicking sound. So now to start, you just push the A button 3 times. So yeah, we got some games loaded on here. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, Brawlhalla, Pinball FX3, Galaxy, I'm not sure what this game is, I downloaded it, it's a free demo. Paladins, Warframe. This is actually an amazing game that they were able to get working on the Switch. The graphics obviously aren't as good as PS4 or Xbox One, or even PC, which is definitely by far the best for graphic quality if you have a PC to run it, but it is an amazing game. I actually transferred over my PC save to the Switch, so I was able to continue where I left off. I got the Mega Man 11 demo, I got the Captain Toad Treasure Tracker demo, Monster Hunter Generations demo, we got the Kirby Star Allies demo, and then we got Fortnite. So all these demos are free. Fortnite is free. Brawlhalla was free. So the nice thing is Warframe, which is a huge, massive open world game, it's completely free and allows you to play no cost whatsoever. Alright, as you can see, I detached the Joy-Cons from the console and moved the camera around a bit so you can see the screen a bit better. So as I was saying, you can see the news from Nintendo, basically about game releases, just other information available from Nintendo about the eShop and everything else. You can go to the Nintendo eShop, log into your account. It'll take a second to load. In here, you can see recent releases of games that have come out. You can see featured games. So obviously Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is a very big game right now. Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is a game that just recently came out. That'll probably be another popular one. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection. So that just came out. That came out last year. They're starting a new season 16 on Diablo 3. I've actually been playing it on PC. Splatoon 2, that's been out for a while. Donkey Kong Country, Pokemon, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. So yeah, you can search through all that yourself. You can check out deals, bestsellers, coming soon. You can subscribe to the new Nintendo Switch Online subscription, or you can redeem a code for a download. So you just press B to exit. For the album, you can take pictures as you're going along. So I just took a picture before of the actual screen with all the games. You can take new pictures, delete them all with the controller. So there's a button right on the controller to take a picture. It's this button right here. So you push that, it takes a picture. So when you go in, well, you can probably, so that's the newest one. And then you can delete them all. You can switch your controller configurations by going in here. So right now I have them detached. You can change their grip order. You can find new controllers, pair new controllers. Here's where you can set up all your system settings for Wi-Fi, turning airplane mode on or off if you're flying on a plane. One of the biggest complaints I have with the Nintendo Switch is the Wi-Fi connection. For some reason on the Nintendo Switch the Wi-Fi connection is extremely slow. I do have a fiber connection at my house with an extremely fast router, but still downloading games such as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Warframe took several hours, and considering their size they shouldn't have taken that long if the Wi-Fi was good. So the biggest complaint I have is the Wi-Fi. The other is the kickstand on the back of this console. It's a little bit on the flimsy side and not very reliable. So if you're, say, flying on an airplane or moving in a car or something like that, it will be a little bit difficult to rely on that, and it's possible that your console could potentially fall off of the surface that you're on. And then you can obviously put the console to sleep, or you can power it down, but to power it down you need to hold the power button and do it that way. So if we go in, let's look at, well, obviously Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that came with the console. So this is the load screen for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Hold the left and right bumpers to start. You can play single player. If you got multiple people, you can play multiple two-player on a console with the controllers that you have by default. So let's just rock some 100cc. I'm gonna rock Dry Bowser, the Streetle with some slick tires, and oh, look at that, we got a sunflower. Let's run a sunflower for the parachute. So the loading times, they take a little bit, but it's typical of any console or even a PC. You always gotta wait for it to load. So we'll just do a little intro of the course. This game is silky smooth. There's absolutely no issues with playing the game or anything like that. I didn't get the boost start. So first, let's see if we can get our way to a boost. So one thing I do like, actually the last Mario Kart I ever played was the Nintendo 64, Mario Kart 64, and you can only have one pickup at a time, so one of the things you'll notice here is that you can have two pickups at the same time, which is nice. Just getting a cut for it. The animations for the sunflower is pretty cool. I've always loved the Nintendo games. They just look so cool and so unique in comparison to all other games from other franchises. There we go. Finish. So another nice thing about the Switch is, even when you're finished with the race that you're working on, if you haven't completed the entire cup, you can go home. The game will continue running in the background, and you can put your console to sleep. It doesn't drain too much battery, and you can resume where you left off, which is very nice because it doesn't save until you complete the entire cup. So it's the same with all the games. You put it to sleep, you can exit if you want to completely exit the game, you press X and it will ask you if you want to actually close the game. You can either close it or cancel. I'll cancel to keep this game active. But that's basically it for the Nintendo Switch. One other feature is, once you start getting beyond a certain number of games on the console, you can change the view, which I think is a little bit nicer than the original view, but unfortunately when you restart the console or something like that, the view changes back to the default, which I'm not a big fan of, but it is what it is for now. Maybe Nintendo will update something in the future. I hope you liked today's video. I know I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy the Nintendo Switch. It's an amazing console. You can take it anywhere with you that you want to go. You can play it at home on your TV, you can play it in the kitchen, you can play it in the basement, you can play it in your car. You can just play it everywhere. It's really one of the better consoles I've owned in the longest time. I owned a PS4, and in all honesty, I almost never played it. There was a bunch of games I wanted to play on it, but I just never wanted to play it because I just had to sit down and sit at the couch and play on the TV, and there's no other options really. With this, I can take it with me to my bed, I can do anything. It's really nice, really enjoyable. That being said, I really hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please comment in the comment section below. So one thing I'm looking to add to my channel is to add a playlist to show video games. And I actually have another review a little bit later on, so pay attention to that. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.